next one is going to be the torso of the master grade Gus. Since we already built this, we're going to take it apart in certain areas because we need to focus on things that need to be put in here. I'm going to remove that and that, and remove this, just to have this prepped. First up, take these little metallic hydraulics and this part here, stick that there, so it looks like that. And supposedly, we take this, stick it in here. So it looks like this in the opposite direction. And then we stick that. Let me see, that goes in this little groove thing. Oh, this part goes there. There we go. That's actually pretty neat. I like that. I'll put this one on just like this. You don't need to put it on the other way. Let's see. I think I may have to put this on, yeah. Turn that, push that in. Then take this, push that in as well. So it looks like that. Cool. So that part is done. I'm going to take this part here, put that back there, like that. Now, I didn't realize that there were 4 sets of these platings, which I did paint both. The manual doesn't, unlike, you know, other Gunpla manuals, you could say, it'll put an X there saying, hey, you can remove this part, but you don't need to remove the other one. So you really need to guess. All right, so that goes there. Then we have this part that goes here, like that. And this one goes there, like that. Okay. Make sure it's all nice and squeezed in there. Good. Now we can take this part, put that there. Okay. We take the back part here, put it on. But now we take the other part, the assembly of the joint connector. And if I'm seeing this correctly, that one goes in there and that goes here. Where's the other way? Wait a minute. Just want to make sure I'm looking at that right. Oh yeah, that goes here. So that goes there. And then this one goes here. Actually, no, that's wrong. That goes the other way around like that. Yep. There we go. Now we gotta put this one back on. I remember this was a chore to put it back on. Put this one. Let's see how this will work. Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay. Hopefully it went in. Oh no, there's a gap there. Okay. I think that worked. I think. We'll figure that out soon. Turn the manual around. Then we have the part for the head. That goes there. And then we now take the seat. Take this little part here, put it under that. And then supposedly that goes there. But there's a little connector here. Whoops, like a little spindle wheel, like a teeth. I see. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay, first let's take him out. Take this guy out. And considering that I am not going to go and pick that up, I'm going to get the spare of this one that I had left, that I painted extra. Because why should I bend over backwards if I have a spare? But then again, this thing may pop out again. No, it's strong enough. It's stuck in there pretty good. So let's do that again. Take two. So just gotta remember that it has to look like that. And then now you push that in like that. There we go. I think that worked. But I'm not gonna take this out all the time. You know what? I'm not gonna open the canopy. That's not gonna. I've never been a canopy person. All right, with that done, now we take this. We slide that in here. Don't do that to me. Come on. You should be going in nice and smooth, not squeezy, easy, not so peasy. There we go. I think it went through because I know there's a gap here. Let me push that in. That went through fine, but this one is going to be the one that's going to annoy the hell out of me. What could it be? We have connections there. Well, I knew that was going to come up, so I'm not going to even bother with that one. I want to make sure this thing goes in. That's the most important thing. There we go. There we go. That's going to be covered up anyway. Let's see if it allows me to cover it up. We take this. That goes like that. How does that look? The other way. Before I put that on, this goes here. That goes supposedly there, or not, the other way. Wait. There's a space there. Okay, that's fine. And I guess this part that was in here X is the connector for this. Oh, I see. Well, you know what? I could still put this on. No, I cannot. Wow, I see what's going on. Oh. Alright, I guess I have no choice in the matter. Now I gotta take him off. Give me a moment. Alright, so I had to remove the entire canopy because it wasn't going in all the way, and it was annoying the hell out of me. It was like sticking out halfway like that, and I couldn't push it in. So I removed the canopy, the cockpit. It was not necessary at all for that cockpit to exist. I know many people were probably going to say, "Oh no, you need it," and well, guess what? You don't. I say so. My kit. All right, let's finish this up. So we put the part of the collar onto this. This is a chore and a half to put it on. Of course, I have to put it bring it to my own chest to see it, because I can't see exactly where it goes. Sorry if I'm not showing it to you because I can't see it here. Wow, it doesn't want to go forward. Hold on a second. That goes there, right? Maybe it's just up to there, that's it. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. It looks like that. So it's supposed to be going in all the way. I'm gonna... Hold on. You know what? No. I think I see something here. I gotta put this one on. That one goes there. We're almost done here. I just want to get this thing done. Now, put that one there. I nearly forgot about the waist, so let's do that. That one goes here. That one goes there. I'm going to go... No, don't go off the beaten path. We need to put these on. These are the piping, which in reality you get an extra set of piping. Wow. So that one goes in there like that. And I think this one goes here. Come on. There we go. So that goes there, that goes there. Then we put this one on. One goes here. One goes there. This one goes... I think that one goes in there. If not, I think it's the other way. Yeah, that one goes there. That one goes here. And then finally, pushing these to the side, we have this one. I think it needed that as a guide. There we go. Oop, and that popped out from my fingers. Yeah, I think it needs to be glued. Even though that one snapped on, but this one did not. Come on, get in there. I think it's wrong, but I'll check it out in a minute. All right, I'm going to stop right here because this was a lot of work to push to get this all together. I mean, it looks good, and this one's popping out. I think it's the other one, so I'll fix it in a minute. Actually, I'll do that now. Yeah, I think it's this one. But it doesn't feel like it wants to go in there. Alright, you know what? I'm going to review the manual. This is the torso. This needs to be worked on. I need to push these guys on, and we're going to stop right here because it's taking a long time for me to show it on camera. This took a long time just to build just one torso. Hopefully it doesn't give me the same problems with the other parts as well. So let me move on to the next part after I'm done with this guy. Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. That is going to be the waist unit of the MS Gus, Master Grade Gus, whatever. First up, take these two parts apart, put this one here, and the other one in here. Push that down. Okay, that's nice. Then we put this one in here, like so. And that's how it looks. This one I'm going to take apart, even though I've already assembled it, because I need to put that in here. Let me see if I can do this. Yep, like that. Stick that in there. I think. Is that normal? That'll go in an unusual angle. Let me double check, make sure I'm looking at everything correct here. A3 and A2. I don't think this is the right parts. Hold on, I'm gonna take this off. Take you off. If I can do it, there we go. Here we go. Didn't think about that. Maybe there's certain parts that I kind of said to myself I should have, you know, reviewed, put them on together and see if that was working well. Because unfortunately the manual is, even though it's detailed, it doesn't show the correct angle of everything. That's something that third-party companies, even though they're doing pretty well with the manuals, it should they should find a way to make sure it's a lot more detailed to see. Okay, so it was done right. I just needed to push it in a bit further. This thing is tight. Something that you need to realize if you're going to build this kit, because also, even if you don't paint it, it is still, there is some parts that require a lot of work to push them in. It's a good idea. I like it. I like the parts to stay into place and doesn't pop out, but it can be a bit of a chore if you don't know what you're doing. And that's sometimes I say to myself, what am I doing? Do I know what I'm doing? Alright, so these go here. Well, I believe the long parts go here. Let me find out. Yeah, that goes there. And it goes over, not under. Surprisingly. So that goes there, that goes there. Then we take you, push that in like that. All the way. Then we take this. Where's that? The angle. Oh wait, I'm missing another blue part. Hold on. Didn't notice that until now. There's, okay, hold on. Blue, where are you? I thought I got everything. Aha, there she is. Right in front of my face. And so you go here, like that. Then we take this, put that here, supposedly. Then we take this and put it right there. Okay, fair enough. That part is done. Let's now move on to this. I've already put this one here. Put this one on top of it like that. Find the holes, connect it, good. Then take this cover, put it like that, good. And then we have this part. Where's that angle? I think it's this one right here. That goes there, like that. Let's do the other one. You go here, like that. Go here, like that. I take that. You put that one here. Good. Like when it snaps. Now we put the hole here. Oh my God, this thing. There we go. I think it feels a little loose. Wow, that was tight. Let's try the other way. Maybe it's, yeah, that one. There we go. I think that's a lot better. But that feels all loose. That's annoying. Alright. Will you give me trouble? Well, apparently not. Alright, that part is done. Now the back skirts. And this one, let me see here. Take these two, put that in here like that, get it in there all the way. Then we have this cover here. I believe it's this one. Good. This is a tricky one here. This one requires you to put this one in here. I mean, there's a little block here to hold up this. I didn't paint this block. And then this one goes here. And then there's this little connecting part. Goes in the opposite direction, like that. And then that one goes in here, like okay, do it again. I don't know if it has actually gone through, but let's try it again. Okay. Okay. So apparently that's how it looks. And then you lift it up to show off the thruster. Kind of similar to, I believe, the new Gundam in the high new Gundam kits. You go there, good. Like that. This one goes here. That one goes under like that. And that goes here. And then of course you have the connectors, which we will put them on like that. Give me the other one. Be a lot easier. Hopefully be a lot easier, and if not, that's a pain. This is a pain. Don't even know if it went in. Wow. Am I doing this? Wait, this thing doesn't want to go in? Oh my god. You know the pain that is going to be to push that in there? It's not the opposite direction. Oh, well, it is the opposite direction. I'll accept that. I don't see that in the manual, but you know what? I'm doing it. Of course, those are popping out. There we go. So that goes there. And that goes there. That goes here. And that goes there. Well, we're almost done here. So with this, we have this part. It goes like that. The detailed black part goes here through that hole, followed by this part here, and then the two side parts. Which, quite frankly, may be a little disappointed. Yeah, I'll explain that later on. By if I take a day off to go to the next video, it's because I'm trying to, I'm letting my hands to, recover from all this, all these parts I'm putting on. Wait a minute, why are you not going in? There we go. I mean, I remember building a cutter with Kia kit a long time ago. That was a workout. This is a workout too. All right, I'm gonna put this one on here. Good. And this one here. Good. All right. Apart from these coming out, which maybe I'll end up gluing, this is what the waist part looks like on the master grade Gus. Very nice. Very nice. Let's now move on to the next part of the build.